know, I'm the third one, and this is his sixth child. Someone said, ooh. Right, couldn't have been me. All right, till Lorraine put that pressure on you. I could never be with nobody. Okay, until $100 million start putting the pressure on you, you don't know what to kill me.
Oh boy.
Hey, yes.
Hey.
But hey,
I didn't hear what she said. What she said?
She said a lot of women out there are saying, why did you get pregnant? Why you the third baby mama? She said a lot of y'all don't know what y'all do to $100 million man put that pressure on you.
tough. And we talk now. Let's who she talking about? The brother that is Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm. What's his brother? 6'4". If I told you Honda 6'8", you know what I'm saying? Come on. Every sister that come up here and talk about the man they want, they describing Cam Newton pretty much. And like she said, this ninja 6'5" at least, NFL player, got charisma, swag, got his whole show. This ninja up on you, putting this pressure on you. What you gonna do?
I see what happened. I mean, women get talked into having babies for anybody, like regular dudes. Why not for Cam Newton? You gonna take care of the baby?
They're not even talked into it. They just do it. Just do it.
The only thing that disappoints me about her is she wanted to be a wife. Like, I liked Jazzy when she first came out. She was out here wanting to be a wife. She was talking about how she went celibate because she was tired of men using her and lying to her. And then you just end up Cam Newton, third baby mama. That broke my heart.
But once again, pick me. I always say what Mr. Walker said, ain't no fun till the rabbit gets the gun. It's what we be talking about when we say we can only get married if someone proposes to us, because we are the woman. So this is where men get pushed back, because it's like, y'all want to complain, but what are you doing, sir? Are you putting a ring on my finger? No. So you're making me another baby mama. Well, I'm allowing myself to be another baby mama. So pick me. I think that's where we get, it's like, do we be a Miss Jackson and now pushing 50 and we didn't hit 3 walls in y'all terms, and so now she got to be out here single because she was being perfect like Lamb. No shade, Lamb, because that's how everybody needs to be operating. But if everybody ain't on code in the sisterhood, this is what happened. Now you forced to be a baby mama because the men won't do what they need to do and step up and put a ring on your finger. So that's my pushback.
I like what that sister said. That's some truth. I like the truth she spewed. It ain't pretty, but she's acknowledging what a lot of sisters want to acknowledge. A lot of these modern women think that they coup de cata, they the prize, yada yada. But what happens when you come across a man like Cam Newton that is your equal or greater than? What you gonna do? And as far as applying pressure, that's such a vague statement. Applying pressure. A brother like that is applying pressure just by being in her presence. He ain't begging, playing Keith Sweat. No, he just like, is we doing this or not?
I mean, but Cam, and this is what makes me upset about Cam, because Cam is a 2-parent raised child. He had the whole structure. He's very traditional. These baby mamas be getting to me because it's like, why do you keep getting these women pregnant, not marrying them? But then again, I guess it's because he's an NFL player. But it's I just wish he would.
Or does that show us how little wives there are out here? He's a traditional marriage-minded man, but it's hard to find that type of woman. So,
Mr. Gavin, you know you lying.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wait, that woman up on that stage, that's a wife? That's a wife?
Huh? Have you not seen Jazzy?
That's a wife.
Have you not heard Jazzy? Oh, Miss.
I hear her right now.
We're listening.
No, have you? Jazzy was like, "This is how you treat your." Remember, Picnic when that video went viral, when she was like,
"Hold on, that's called a chameleon, Chris. That could be a whole chameleon."
Yeah, you're right about that.
It's not chameleon though. She's not a chameleon. Because I listened to Cam Newton's podcast. I listened to it before I got on here. And Cam loved that woman. Cam says that woman is his best friend. He said she cooked 3 meals a day. She loved his 6 children more than any woman ever has coming into his life. He said that he said getting a ring out of him is easier than meeting his children. So he likes her a great deal. He's in love with her.
How can that be
Like,
true
one
then?
fish, two fish. Y'all know, hold on. Y'all know men can do one fish, two fish as
Come
well. They just
on.
for
How can
women.
that be
No.
true?
I agree, Pick Me, because I was going to say something to Mr. Walker when he was like, man, this dude is just in your presence. Mr. Walker, no offense, but like him standing in your presence, I don't care what you say. I didn't see men with all the money. And if they meet that woman who brings them to their needs, it doesn't matter if she fits, if she checks off all these boxes, he's going to be in a state of really just loving her. And just because you have money doesn't mean that love disappears. And all men with money aren't a-hole alpha males. Some of them still listen to Keith Sweat and all of this kind of stuff. And they really do want real love. Just because I'm rich doesn't mean that I don't want a real woman to love.
Here's my thing. That's how we have these Steve Harvey's stepdaughter with Laura Harvey out here running the gauntlet, doing her thing. Why can't we acknowledge that some guys do the same thing? He ain't smitten. He just can get it how he live. Like I said, a brother like Cam Newton is the description of every Kendra contestant. That y'all, we gotta stop disrespecting these brothers that these women continue to beg for. She can do what he want.
I don't, but that just because you can do what you want doesn't mean you will. It's women who look good and they don't show their body on Instagram.
You know what offends me? I'm sorry. I almost talked over you. Go ahead, Chris.
Just saying, just because you can do it doesn't mean you want to. It's women with beautiful bodies that could put on a bikini and snap it up on Instagram and get hella pictures. I mean, hella likes, but they don't do that because that's not what they operate in. That's all I was saying, Pick Me. You can go ahead.
I just want to know how the hell we feel like Nelly did it, but we don't think Cam Newton could. Like, where are we getting these double standards from? Nelly was in love with Ashanti after 5 minutes. We ain't heard about her wife qualities, but Cam talks about these wife qualities with Jazz on his podcast. But he can't be in love.
Cam and Nelly do respect to these brothers. Cam and Nelly are not the same at all.
But
what capacity?
Meek, if it was true,
not examples either though. Like, now, first of all, Nelly known her for 20 years. Cam just met that girl
and they talked to her for 15. So what's the difference?
Still, yeah, no, he was that. Maybe that wasn't. She stepped away from him. He couldn't get in touch with her for 15.
And why do you need so long? I've never met a man who needed to be around you so long to know if they. Men know in 3 to 6 months if you are going to be their wife. I stand on that. Facts. So. I don't want to hear it. Men know, they know. Women just don't know that men know. So they stick around for years and years and years, and it's not advised.
I'm riding that crazy train, Crystal. Yeah, man. Being growing up as ignorant as I did, when I found my wife, I don't know how, but I was like, you know what? Like, I'm logical. I'm like, I could see me with her for the rest of my life. I want her, and I gotta lock it down. And like I said, I didn't never experience marriage, but I gotta ride that crazy train that if a guy is into a woman, he ain't gonna be engaged to you for 3 years.
Unless y'all are saving for some crazy wedding, which is stupid if you don't have the money to do so.
So there you go. Why are you trying to save up for this crazy marriage and you need to lock this woman down?
Exactly. I think it's still the women. It's the woman who does that. And that's where women are kind of, I'm not harshly judging any woman who likes like a big grand like wedding, but and we ain't got to get into that. That's a rabbit hole. But
no, Crystal, we should. And the sisterhood we should be advocating for building healthy families with resources. And
I think women
doesn't help you keep resources.
Right, having a big grand wedding and spending $100,000 or $60,000 on a wedding, y'all don't even have a rental property first, and you talking about marriage. You just got to think of the type of woman you're with. If she feels like this day needs to be so grand that her wedding dress needs to be $10,000, no matter, unless you really got it like that, which most people who are just getting married don't. It's wasteful, and I think that's another quality of a selfish.
She's not a wife. All men, red flag. She's not a wife because she desires the wedding and the photo op more.
No, Gavin. That's not what I'm saying. You got Gavin.
If your woman knows, she know y'all.
You got two parent. Gavin, you have two parent household women who have been told all their life by their daddy who got a little change. You can get a wedding and they're going to help pay. You got people who were brought up in healthy households who want that special day because they are daddy's princess.
Crystal,
and she is
talking about you talking about less than 5%, Crystal.
Now, wait a minute. Wait, hold up, Crystal. Now, my wife grew up just like what you saying. God bless my
In the middle
father-in-law.
class.
My father-in-law paid for the whole wedding, and it was super
God
dope.
bless him.
Now, yes,
See?
bless him. Now, here's the thing. My wife didn't want none of that. She was none of that.
But see, your wife is more I'm like I'm I can't say I'm like your wife, but some of us are humble and I hate saying this. It sounds so bad.
That's
We're
not
not as
true, Crystal. The way because you kind of like
it's some good women who are
not
just
brought up in this house you talking about. Most of these women are brought up by single moms and they acting like that.
yeah, that's crazy.
There you go. That's the
crazy.
thing. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you grew up like that and y'all got the means, but like Gavin said, y'all getting married. This is about y'all union. If your lady, yes, Gavin, if your lady sitting there so worried about photo ops and she being a bridezilla, ninja,
Good luck.
Tripping.
Yeah, most times those guys be simps and
that part.
all that. So
that part.